What's going on, Dividend Chasers? It's the Dividend Bloodhound here with another investing video. In this video we are going to talk about my Freetrade UK portfolio update for March. A lot to talk about in this update with the coronavirus crash and now the slight recovery that we're experiencing. I lost well over £250 on my portfolio within about an hour of opening when this news hit the American stock exchanges, but since then I've had a slight recovery and I'm back up to only being £50 down in my portfolio. But I have used the opportunity. I've deposited some money. I used the opportunity to average down some positions and take some real good sale price stocks, including Visa and Rio Tinto, who are massively discounted at the moment. And without further ado, I'm just going to quickly plug the channel, of course, as always. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and the like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you would like resubscribe to your channel, please let me know in the comments box and I will endeavour to subscribe you back straight away. And I will see you in the actual portfolio update.
Hello again guys, it's the Dividend Bloodhound. I'm glad you could join me in the second part of this video. Now, just to have a quick look over my portfolio, we will go to the main ISA page. So as you can see now, I have £3,314 in my account and I'm roughly down £34. Now let me tell you, this is looking a lot better than it did at the start of the week and the end of last week. So today has skyrocketed with the Fed's rate cut. We have a jump, that is me adding extra funding in there, and then that is where I was. So I went from being where I was here all the way down to into the 2,800s before I added about approximately £380, and that's roughly left me where I am now. Right, you all know the reasoning why this has happened, with the coronavirus fears just throwing itself all over the world, with stock markets being down all over the place. The FTSE 100 decided to plummet, so did the SP 500. They all lost about 10% as a bare minimum, maybe up to 15 to 17% in the short term. However, they have largely started to bounce back over the last couple of days or so. So let's get into, firstly I want to take you into my insights. So we've got what I actually am invested in. So we've got my little diversification wheel here, looking quite colourful. I think Freetrade's running out of colours for the diversity of my portfolio. So I'm in 20% or 19.2% in food and drink, 14.8% in consumer goods, 13.6% in industrials, 10.9% in health, 10.5% in telco, 7.8% in energy, 6.3% in tech, 5.3% in finance, which I am looking to increase. Anything that isn't 10% I am looking to increase, other than this one here, the ETFs one. I'm looking to make that about 25% of my portfolio, with funds such as the Vanguard SP 500, the Investco, Nasdaq 100, and then some other ETFs from the UK, Europe and across the world. And we have 3% in construction, 2% in logistics, 1.5% in travel, which is a new ad, Carnival Cruises, and right at the bottom there, mining, which is also a brand new ad for this review. So here we go. My top investments hasn't really changed too much. The value of them has changed considerably, but the order is still pretty much the same. So firstly we have Boeing, a massive 12% down. It was a lot worse than this. I'm £64 out of pocket at the moment on this one, which is again due to the market and the 737 MAX issues. Next we have 3M, currently valued at £355. I'm £21 down out of 5.6%. You'd think these guys would have done slightly better considering that they produce masks to deal with the coronavirus, but I think most of that production, or at least some of that production, is in China, so that's been hit quite hard obviously. Next is my position in AT&T, currently sitting at £348 or 0.5% down. I'm currently £2 down on that one, 0.5%. Next up is AbbVie, a position of £346 and 5 shares. 5% up now, but was down at the midst of the coronavirus drop. But I'm currently £16 up at 5% up. Coca-Cola's bounced back to where it was as well, £265 worth. Currently sitting £17 up, and would you believe that this actually dropped to negative 3% for me as well, and yet by waiting 5 days I've grown back to being £20 up. Pepsi is next on the list at £216, 3% up. This also fell negative. Currently sitting £6 up and 3% up. Next I have McDonald's, another one that dropped red and has bounced straight back to green. On 5% up or £7.50 on a position worth £157. Next is one of the big droppers in this coronavirus crash. I have my Shell position, 9 shares worth £157. I'm £32 out of pocket on these guys, but their yield is now on new shares at over 8.8%. As you can see, over the time this has happened, I've tried to average down my position. If I had some more money, I'd definitely add some more into these guys at 16.9%, at £16.99 a share. Next up is Visa. This is a brand new add to the portfolio, and I bought these at a significant discount. I bought them at £141 a share, and they were almost 14% down at that point, and they've now bounced back to be 6% up or £8 in the last 3 days or so. I'm very happy to have Visa in my portfolio, but was looking to add Apple and MasterCard as well. BP is also down 10%. My position is 24 shares worth £100, but I'm £11 out of pocket on this one as well. Next up is Caterpillar. They were an ad in the last one. They've bounced back a little bit, but they dropped down to £94 at one stage, which was a significant drop, and had I had the money I would have definitely considered adding more to this position as well. I'm 3% down, which coincidentally is also £3 in this case. Next is another ad that I bought during this coronavirus drop with Procter & Gamble. My position's worth £93 now, and I bought it at 87 just a couple of days ago, so I've already made £6 on this one, bouncing straight back. I spotted this on sale and I could not resist taking a share. Next up in the portfolio is, after Procter & Gamble, it is UPS. Again, I spotted this one at a bargain price and couldn't resist to add it to my portfolio. 3% up now, or £1.89, just on the one share. Significantly discounted yet again to the coronavirus crash. Next one is a big drop for these guys, Carnival Cruises. They are going to suffer probably the most when it comes to any sort of ramifications from coronavirus. So if you look here, I've got 2 positions. I bought one at £31.89 when it dropped last time, and then since then it's dropped to, and it's currently £23.50, and I bought it at £23.16. I'm still 14.20% down, or £7.70. I'm looking to average this down yet again if I can. I don't envisage these guys recovering anytime soon, and at least not until the summer, when the virus might be contained a little bit more by the summer weather. So I'll be looking to add to this position. Its yield is super strong as well. Next up is Unilever. These are largely unchanged, quite a defensive stock. So it went down about 2% and now it's gone back up 2%. I'm currently sitting 2% up, or £1. Next is the S&P Dividend Aristocrat ETF. 5% down and £2 down. This is just largely due to it being a representative of the whole market, but this will soon recover, I'm sure. Commercial property, this is starting to get right on my nerves now, sitting at 98p a share. I bought it as a monthly dividend payer, and all it has done since I've owned it has gone down and down and down in value and depreciate. You can see I was using it to drip feed my income into, but it hasn't even gone back up, and now it's at 98p a share, down from £1.20. I don't think the coronavirus and the market drop has helped this, but I certainly am not going to be adding any more to this position, I don't think. Next up is another brand new ad, Rio Tinto, the mining company. Bounced back a little bit. I bought in at £36 a share, and now it's bounced back up to £38.77. Coronavirus fears have yet again destroyed this company, because it means lockdowns all over the place, and the company not being able to work, people not being able to get involved in the mining, etc., and it's heavily linked to China. Currently sitting at £2 up, £5 up, and I plan on adding to this position if it dips again. Its yield was about 5 or 6%, so very happy with that, to add that in so cheaply. Euro Stocks High Dividend ETF, down 8%, £1.50. Looking to add to this, to be fair, because it's a high dividend paying ETF. This is down relative to the market, and I'm sure it will recover over time. GSK still down. This was actually down before the coronavirus crash hit, and that is because the company is due to break into in association with Pfizer, and they're going to put their consumer drugs, over-the-counter goods, into one business together, and then keep their medical drugs and whatever in a separate entity. So GSK is going to become two companies, and so is Pfizer in that respect, but they're still going to retain their own brands. So Pfizer and GSK will still exist, but then there'll be a new brand in the middle that's going to be like a mixture of GSK, Pfizer. How they're going to name it, I don't really know, but that will definitely has rocked the share price. But the fundamentals on these companies are really strong, both Pfizer and GSK. So it's understandable people don't like uncertainty, but I definitely will be adding to my position rather than selling. Legal & General has lost its 16% gain that I had, again due to the crash. Currently sitting 2% down, or 34p. I'll be looking to add to this position because it's a strong, fundamentally strong company. And it has a bright future ahead of it. Next up is the UK high dividend. So we have that down relative to the market again, 8%, or £1. I'm looking to add to this if I can, but I'm out of money for this month, so I won't be doing much more buying for now. HSBC is next, heavily linked to China, currently 12% down, or £1.50. They're undergoing some serious restructuring at the moment. They're making a lot of people redundant as the face of banking changes from local branches to centralised branches that have got more staff in, but you don't need that many. Banks are closing their branches all across the country because people are mainly doing their banking online. And last but not least, we have Balfour Beatty, also 8% down, or 44p. This again is due to the coronavirus crash. Just nosedived overnight from being 4 or 5% up thanks to the HS2 announcement and some positive balance sheet figures, straight down 8%, all because of a virus that's only largely just arriving in the UK now, and there's 50 people affected by it at the current count. Quickly slide through my watch list, and you can see that there's still some, it's largely unchanged to last time, but you can absolutely see the effect of the crash on these stocks. Everybody's negative. Apple was down at $268 at one stage. I'm just sorry that I couldn't get hold of it. I couldn't stretch my budget far enough. And MasterCard as well was significantly down at one stage to in the 280s, 290s. Again, if I could have got hold of that, I would have. But as you can see here, the effects of the crash are still apparent really. There's lots and lots and lots of stocks still in the red. And in fact, at one stage, my portfolio, every single stock was red. There wasn't a single one that survived even 0.2% green. Every single one was red. And this is about to wrap up. I'm about to wrap this up for this time, and I'll see you back in the normal video. There's £7 in cash in my account, as you can see there. Yeah, so I've got £7 left. I'll see what I can buy with that, probably another share of BP. And there we have it. Oh, I've dropped back down to £41 because the market is open as we speak. There we have it, £3,307 in my investment account, £41 down. And I will see you in a month's time for the next one. Who knows where we will be at.
Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't been here before, and if you're on social media, please give this video a big share and a big thumbs up on there. I'm always looking to grow my channel, and I would appreciate that massively. In the future, I will endeavour to bring another update every month from now on in a rolling period. Also, catch a look out on my Trading 212 account as well. See you all in the next video. Goodbye.